What up, what up? Hope everybody out there is blessed. We're gonna do some experimental stuff today, some energy work. I'm going to play with my nunchucks and this theremin because, as you know, steel is a conductor of electricity, and the theremin actually detects the capacitance, the electricity in the area. And so the closer I am to this antenna, to your right, my left, the lower the volume. Typically with the theremin, on the right side is the pitch. So what we're gonna do, just kind of do little fun stuff, some experimentation. I got my babes over here. What up? What up? This is gonna be fun. So I actually did a little test of something that I did years ago on an analog theremin of the electricity in my body as I did different techniques, different meditative practices, healing techniques. And so I did that the other day, just actually, but yeah, like 2 days ago. And was able to lower the frequency, lower the frequency of the theremin down to nothing. Now it had been on. I actually doubted it because like it's digital and it was on already, you know what I'm saying? So it was already detecting like the electricity pretty standard at that point, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's like much warm up with this digital piece here. So after I did that, I always set it in audible tone, and I'm gonna do a test. I'm gonna like show you guys. But I set it in audible tone. And I just start focusing, and there's this shift in meditation that I kind of encounter. That kind of just brings me to that connection where I can send that energy, connect with love and like push healing and things like that. So I felt that shift, and as soon as I felt that shift, actually in prayer, I actually prayed to God, and I said thank you, for the love and light, you know what I'm saying, and the shift kind of like hit, and the sound of the theremin like paused for a second, and I was like, wait a minute. But I kept like focusing because that to me that's a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I know like something is happening, but you got to keep on pushing because otherwise you get distracted and you fall out of that focal point. So so I felt that shift and I hear the little like glitch in the sound and I'm like, wait a minute, was that me? And then I heard it again and it wasn't like a pulsing kind of like where it was dipping. It was every couple of seconds it would just like drop. until it like completely lowered, and I felt like the energy like built so much that the theremin completely shut off. Like I mean the sound completely went away. You know, it went down to zero. So um, it's interesting to kind of think about like the energy that like we work with and manipulate, right? As we gather energy, are we using the resources in our immediate surroundings and pulling them and drawing them into ourselves, right? When you touch a computer, um, automatically, especially a Mac, because it's all metal, the capacitance in your body increases dynamically because you're directly connected to an electrical source. You see, so like that current is running through your body. So all of that matters, and so we have to just pay attention to that kind of stuff. But this is a theremin where you don't have to actually touch; it just detects the electricity that you're emitting out of your body. So here's my nunchucks, and here's a theremin. Let's see what I can come up with here. So you see that point where you hear that those vibrations? It's like a bunch of ticks. Those are the oscillations of the sound. The faster the oscillations in succession, you have a higher pitch. Yeah, so I'm gonna try some stuff. This is crazy. You know what? I actually want to test just with my hands stationary, right? Like I can like lift my things right here, and I want to test to see what each hand does because one side changes the resonance, which is like the cutoff frequency, right, of the sound. Then you have the uh, the other side, which is the pitch. So, all right. So I'm gonna take this time for a second. I'm gonna do a little technique I call the flaming palm. I just focus and meditate, center, and so for everybody out there, I just want to share love and light. I'm here to help reach a higher consciousness through my teachings, through what I'm able to show you on how to expand our minds and reach higher levels. I'm grateful for what I've experienced. And to be honest, if some of you have heard, if some of you hear, when you hear, because I'm actually going to start putting them out, what I've experienced, like everything that it's amazing, amazing. Like, I've actually held back all this time, to be honest, because, I was kind of scared to, like, show, like, everybody, teach everybody, express, what I'm saying, share these experiences because of judgment, to be honest, what I'm saying? But I've learned to, like, accept that, like, there's going to be trolls and there's going to be people that are interested in this kind of information. And I'm here to deliver, what I'm saying, to share those experiences because there's way too much that I have experienced and still, ongoing this experience on a regular that I need to share with you guys, what I'm saying? So love you all. I'm just kind of like doing a little meditative practice right now to kind of gather some energy. And it's crazy because like I just kind of I don't know. It's sometimes like hard to admit, what I'm saying, like what you're scared of. And I guess I wasn't scared of sharing this, but what sharing this could do for the world, right? And so how to deliver, what can I deliver, all of that information. So, I feel like at this point, I'm being divinely guided. I have this really strong force and connection, and yeah, it's just time that I share. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell. There's a couple of stories I want to share. To be honest, that I'm gonna share probably on TikTok, maybe tonight. I don't know. I really want to share that bet. That I want really want to share this one story, man, with this the bat signal. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool. I hope everybody's out there is blessed. Let me know how you doing. So I'm going to go ahead and I've man, my hands are like intense right now. All right, so sometimes we, as a species, right, as any species, have to learn how to release fear. Fear is a a proponent that hinders what we're able to achieve, what we're able to see and experience, right? So I'm gonna work on this theremin thing, and all right. So I'm gonna set this theremin at an audible setting, okay, where it's going to sound see. All right. So right there. All right, right here. Thank you for the blessings. Thank you for the love and light. That was crazy. Did you hear the how like intense the sound just raised? Like I wasn't even moving, right? I was not.
No, you weren't.
I wasn't moving at all, and it was just like really spiking. That's amazing, amazing. I love it. So yeah, um, wow, that's awesome. So you know, as I was like focusing and just kind of like getting in tune with the meditative state, I started like receiving. like a lot of energy. And as I was receiving it, I was pushing it out, and that's the healing energy that I receive. You see, so it's still like, look, I'm not even close to it, and it's like my hands are still emanating so powerful right now. It's great. Like I can't even put my hands close anymore. Like, yeah. So that's pretty cool. So we have this a theremin. Now, did okay. Did both of them raise? Did it raise in pitch? I mean,
I would say it raised in both.
in both,
volume
right?
and pitch.
I'm gonna have to. That's yeah. I'm gonna have to. I want to do it with the regular theremin actually. So
Sound like a cat for a second.
I'm just amused by this. So all right. So this is a good test, I think. I'm gonna start it right here. All right. So this is F1. All right. So we're starting at F1. I'm gonna open my eyes and see what it is in a moment. Still, I feel it starting to build up here. Good. Now that was I heard changes in the pitch, but maybe they were small. All right, so let me change. I'm gonna change. Come here, son. Son, come here. Come on. Come here, son. Just looking at me like, what do you want? Son, come here. Come on. Wanna come through? Yeah. You know it, man. Come on. There we go. Alright. I got my kitty. Hey, son. What's up, Bubs? What's up? Go. Yeah. What's up, over? You look tired, man. You tired, Bubs? You tired, handsome? Huh? How you doing? Hope everybody out there is good. This is my Siamese. It's the natural. Yeah, nah, they can't see him anymore. Alright. What's up, Sinatra? So what's up? How's everybody doing out there? Yo, it's crazy. Like, so I just kind of stumbled upon stuff about star seeds in like the last few weeks. Now I've seen it around, you know what I'm saying, like the term around and stuff, but I've really looked deep into it, you know. Have before like we started talking about it, have you like looked or seen anything about star seeds?
Never.
No. And so yeah, there's a lot of people like just sharing a lot of that stuff. I think it's amazing because you know it just encourages others to like share. You know. So I'm gonna. All right. So right now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna ground, and I'm gonna send some healing energy for anybody that may need it. If anybody that you know needs it, please share it forward. Um, I've been doing this for like lots and lots of years. Uh, actually, since a kid, like I've been doing like healings and stuff. But all right, so here goes. I'm still kind of using the theremin to see if I can manipulate the frequency or tone that is actually resonating at. So as I'm doing this healing, I'm gonna do it right here and raise the vibration here a little bit. Okay. So here. Oh, got a ground. This time, I'm feeling electricity kind of surging on the outside of my hand. I'm feeling my throat is choked up, like I have a knot in my throat for some reason. It might be somebody that's emotional, that's going through something out there. And when you see this, you need this healing. Please just release all fears and doubts. Focus on love. Love from within. We are all we're all human. Human in form, But our minds, our spirit,
Our souls.
it's the love that I like to share. And the healing. But yeah, whoever's like emotional out there, like, don't worry about it. It's gonna be okay. For those that need a recharge. Now, if you feel anything while I'm doing any of this, please share it. Please let me know. You can find me pretty much anywhere, right? And move the theremin out the way. You see my name, social media stuff, right? That's everywhere. So for a second, I put this theremin aside and just talk with you one on one, right? Um, so it's been interesting, like my whole journey through life. Um, I was like raised Catholic, born again Christian. You know what I'm saying? And just studied so much of everything. It, um, I went through Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism. You know, um, just like exploring as much as I could about everything, and certain things I was drawn to uh, throughout. It just kind of realized it was just all pieces to a puzzle. Everybody has their own puzzle that they're putting together, and it's like your soul energy like knows the mission, but our conscious mind has to be open to receive that information. Um, so many times uh, so many times we discard thoughts that are actual valid information. Sometimes it's like like a gut feeling you might have. Sometimes it's a passing thought, but a lot of times, like 90, 95% of the time, that stuff is accurate. You just gotta trust. You gotta be open, and you gotta, like, if you're creating something, that's something you're creating with your imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like you're building something, you're creating something. Um, but when you receive something, like something out of the blue, like you don't know where this information came from, but all of a sudden, like you hit with this, yo, what was this? You know what I'm saying? Um, that's information. You're receiving information, right? You're receiving from a higher source, a higher conscious, and you can't just discard that information. Sometimes people around you may need it. You know, sometimes you might need it. Signs that you might need to pay attention to. You know, I put things together all the time, and I see things very clearly. You know, and that's why I don't worry about anything because everything is everything can be changed. You know, by our actions, by our thoughts, you know, how we perceive things. And when you open your mind, it's like something unlocks and you're able to just do and experience different things. I see that in my experience, skeptics are a lot of times those that have never experienced anything or have experienced something and they're in doubt and fear about it. And they just want to block it. They just want to push it away. They want nothing to do with it. Um, but at the end of the day, like you're blocking your life mission, right? I wouldn't want to spend eternity doing the same thing over and over because I want to, you know what I'm saying, open my mind and look at things a different way, you know? Uh, so that's what I've learned through my experience. We've done things like UFO summoning. Um, we've seen something go across the moon one time, which is a whole story that I gotta like share with you guys. That's so interesting. I can't wait. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's just a matter of time that like we all raise our consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And so at this point, that's what I'm here for. Here to spread love, spread healing vibes, um, positivity, encouragement, inspiration. Um, to show you that like there's never an end. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, like we have something to look forward to at the end of the day. If we don't have something to look forward to, we have to create that. We have to find it in ourselves to, aspire for something higher, right? If we don't raise our consciousness, we're gonna meet other aspects in our life at this lower consciousness. So I like to call it vibration, right? So if you are working with high vibes, you meet people with high vibes, right? Um, if you're low energy and you're low vibes, like that's probably the people you're gonna attract. And I mean that's common knowledge, I think. Uh, but a lot of times it's like we don't realize that. We have to, you know, take a step back and say, yo, let me work on me and leveling up to that next tier. Let me get a couple more ranks in. You know what I'm saying? Let me aspire to be greater. Because without great people, you don't really have much inspiration, things to look up to, things to look after, right? Um, one of my favorites is DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? He's always with that cloth talk. You know, spreading love and positivity. You know, positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Blessings, sharing. You know what I'm saying? Information. You know, I love that. I mean, like that's respect. I'm a team player. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to just kind of like help everybody kind of come together. You know what I'm saying? So um, I love to make new friends. You know what I'm saying? And I just like to share some really crazy stories sometimes. Some really cool stuff. I do like. I guess I'm a mind reader because like everybody around me says like yo like you literally like said exactly what was in my head. I've even told my girl one time there was she set the drink on my table and she goes uh here you go just don't drink it all, and I look at her, I'm like okay, and so I take the drink and I'm like yo babe did you say just don't drink it all? She was like not out loud. I was like what do you mean not out loud? She goes yeah, I said that in my head, like I didn't say, like my mouth didn't open. I was like yo, I literally heard that like clear as day. Like that's insane. So and so my channels are open. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to receive and do things telepathically. Remotely, quantum healing, remote healing, things like that. So I love that kind of stuff. I love music. I have all kinds of music instruments. So you know So who's out there? Like, what are y'all doing tonight? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just chilling. I'm probably about to bust out some video games and get to kicking some ass. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got our Theremini. I did a little test earlier, and that was like crazy, crazy successful. Like the very first time, you can hear like a insane increase in the energy that I was emitting by the sound and the resonance that was projected and changing from the energy from my hands. So that was pretty cool. Um, I've done that like years ago. Wasn't sure if it was gonna happen again. I did it yesterday. I did it again today. So I'm gonna kind of like keep that flow going. And it's fun. I just love to like learn new things. You know what I'm saying? Like learning about the star seeds. I learned Arcturians are next to like the Arcturus stars next to like the Big Dipper, um, and they share like a lot of those qualities. With Palladians and Arcturians. There's a language that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bust out on stream. I want to get comfortable enough to what I'm saying, like do it, but I have to meditate on it some more to to be able to share that. Um, but yeah, it's so cool. Like I love it. I mean, the energy surges that I experience and that I'm able to share. There was a time where my girl's mom, she had like some kind of like thing I think attached, and she heard like some kind of growl, right? She was like working at hospital or something, and she was hearing this growl, and I said, "Yo, like." She didn't really mention it to me. I guess she talked to my girl about it, and my girl told me. But then, at, anyway, so at the end of the day, like she came through, and I told her I was like, "Yo, I was thinking, you know what? I've healed my mom's like knee before. I've done psychic surgery. Uh, I've like all kinds of like different things. So let me work on her right now. Like let me just do it." So I stand up and I do like this like Indian like ritual, like it seemed Indian to me, but it like this kind of tribal dance or something. And I turned to her and I tell her just like stay there. She's like knelt down, playing on a table, and I go behind and I just put my hands over her and I just kind of focus that energy and just like whatever I built there and projected, I kind of focus that on her, and I felt like this energy kind of shoot upwards, and I was like, whoa. And then my girl goes, yo, ma, did you hear that growl? And her mom goes, yeah, you heard that too? And I was like, what growl? I didn't hear any growl. All I felt was like some energy shoot out. But she was like, yeah, that was the same growl I was hearing. And I guess about a year later, like now, some months later, it's gone. It's completely gone. So stuff like that. Like I just kind of sometimes go into maybe like a little trance, and receive information, or go into a tongue, or just kind of uh, see different parts of like existence and stuff. It's really hard to explain, or even to comprehend, to be honest. I mean, I comprehend it now because I've seen so much and everything actually makes sense now. So I mean, if you know, what's up, Juthia? How you doing? Um, yeah. So blessings out to you, ma. Love and light. Yeah. So I'm just kind of like sharing some experiences. You know what I'm saying? Like, really cool stuff. Like my mom, like she had a knee kind of injury, and wound up doing like a psychic surgery. So this is a Theremini, and it's basically a theremin, but a digital theremin. So it has like different sounds, effects, and things like that. So I was using it earlier to test the electricity that was coming out of my hands, and I was able to raise the vibration of one of the sounds, and so you can hear like an audible difference in when I was like focusing on the healing, and you can hear it was this, and it was kind of like raising. It was like raising in frequency over time. So typically, it's used as an instrument. I have some other. So heal what? It's just general healing. It's basically healing energy that someone can send out by focusing their energy on, like sometimes they do it with prayer, with meditation. Most of the time, it's like focusing on light and love, things like that. So we're able to harness that, uh, you know, field of energy, and we kind of like bring that in and we share it forward. So the healing, when on the receiving side, really depends on what you're going through, right? Like it can be something where it may just connect with your DNA, your vibrations, right? And it might alter something where you might receive a vision, or maybe a different feeling about a different perspective. A lot of times, personally, like I've witnessed where people have felt physical, like physical things that I was actually feeling on their side. So that's why I was actually explaining when I was doing some of the healing technique, that like what I was feeling as far as like the electricity and things like that. Because I've done like things like remote touch where somebody's in another place, and I kind of focus on a certain area, and I can tell them like what do you feel, and they are feeling what I'm kind of gesturing on my side. So a lot of really cool different things that you can do with the energy. Little some over the rainbow. I don't know if I hit that right, if it was in the right key or not, but it's something like that. Yeah. Then we got this preset that I was messing with. And don't forget to follow, subscribe, like whatever you guys do. You know what I'm saying on. Cause I'm streaming on like 4 different platforms, so whatever. But you could click on it, notifications, like the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? All right. So check this out. I'm gonna do it again, one more time, cause I got a dip. It's getting a little bit late. All right. Okay, I'm gonna stay right. Make sure I stay locked and not moving my hand. What happened? Yo, why is it turning off? I literally haven't even moved and the thing turns off. Alright, so I gotta move a little closer now. So weird. Like when I start like meditating, the whole area shifts in frequency. Like it's like there's a field. Like I can almost I can almost like draw the field. It's crazy. It's really interesting. What the fuck? What the? And then my finger starts twitching. What? Yo. Okay. Hold on. All right. This is really weird. All right. So I'm gonna go in a little bit. I'm gonna start off right here. I'm gonna lower the volume so it's not so annoying. All right. All right. See how significant I have to move this, right? But every time I talk, this now my hand has been stationary the whole entire time, right? Locked, as far as I can tell, right? I haven't moved it at all. Now I'm going to try to reduce the energy coming out of my hands. So as you see, very audible difference in how it started, and my hand didn't move. Again, I was focused on locked hand position, and it completely changed the frequency of the theremin. I've done it over and over in this video, showing that we can use energy. We can control the energy that we have within, right? Um, all with love and intention, right? You want to share that forward. And so, again, if there's anybody that could use this video that think this would be interesting, you know what I'm saying, definitely share it forward. But love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this cool experience and allow me to jab about what I'm saying, like all this stuff, because it's real interesting to me. So hopefully it is to you too. All right, love you guys. Peace.